Okay.
Yes, it is.
You've enjoyed it?
Yes, I've enjoyed it so much.
Yeah?
Beautiful, really nice.
Is it worth £18,000?
Maybe.
Can I have one?
No way.
You ready? You okay? Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Now obviously something went wrong in the audio recording of this video, so I'm doing a voiceover. And what I was trying to say is that the Tuano is wonderful when it's when it has a Pillion rider on it, and going through the corners is no problem. And due to the new configuration of the 1099cc engine and its mapping, it's got much more pull at a lower rev range, so it makes it much easier for the Pillion rider and all that good stuff. And sure enough, you can see that Tina's had a reasonable ride, and at the end of this video there is a summary from Tina and what she thinks about the bike and how she and her general experience of riding on the back of the Tuano. Bearing in mind Tina's ridden on the back of a few bikes over the last years and things like that, so it's not a brand new experience for her. But I was also thinking about the challenges of getting such an expensive bike. Now what I might class as expensive may be completely different to your threshold of what is expensive. I would class the Tuano as an expensive bike. I guess if you have a top of the range Goldwing that costs near £30,000, is it? I don't know how much a Goldwing costs now. Then you might class the price of the Tuano as not expensive. However, if you have a Royal Enfield Gorilla at some £4,500, you might class the Tuano as expensive, exotic, and a luxury. Yeah, I can understand all that. So when it comes to expensive, it's a sliding threshold depending on your particular perspective. But you know, as in my 40 years of riding and trying to persuade people that buying a particular expensive motorbike, of which I've had in the past, and I mean I've got the Triumph T120, and I would class that as expensive. You know, you've got to encourage your other half or partner or whatever you want to call it to get on side of getting such an expensive item that may only be used occasionally. Now if I had a Tuano, I would be using this occasionally, maybe Saturdays and Sundays and things like that. But the Tuano can be used as a daily. There's nothing, you know, but I'm just talking about me. I would, because it's exotica to me, I would be using this on nice days at the weekend or in the summer evenings. Yeah, I'm not sure I would be using it through the rain to get to work and all that kind of thing. But sometimes you need to persuade your other half that financially this is the right way forward. Anyway, I was having a look around the internet and was scouring ChatGPT to how you could persuade your other half to encourage you, to support you in your new venture of buying a Tuano. Anyway, this is what just as a bit of fun, this is what ChatGPT came back with. And the question was, persuading your partner to buy an expensive motorcycle. That's what I typed in. And here's what came up. If you want to persuade your partner to buy an expensive motorcycle, you'll need to approach the conversation with empathy, logic, and emotional appeal. Here's a persuasive way to frame it. Quote, "Hey, I know this might sound a bit out there, but I've been seriously thinking about that motorcycle we saw. Yeah, it's a big investment, but hear me out. First, it's not just about fun, although it's a huge part of it. It's about freedom, efficiency, and even savings in the long run. With fuel prices and traffic, it would actually cost less to commute, and maintenance and insurance are often cheaper than a car's. Secondly, this model is built to last. It's not just a toy, it's an asset. We wouldn't be buying just a motorcycle, we'd be buying something reliable, high quality and safe. It holds its value really well too. Let's be honest, I've dreamed about this for a long time. It will bring me the kind of happiness and fulfillment that's hard to describe. I think we can make it work financially if we plan it right. I'd be willing to cut back on other areas or even look at side gigs to help cover the price and payment. I'm not asking for a yes right away. I just want us to talk about it. What do you think?" Unquote. There you go. That's come from ChatGPT. ChatGPT. And then I put another question in. And one of the challenges that we do have in motorcycles is persuading our other half to go on the back of the motorcycle. So here we are. I put, the question was, persuading your partner to go on the back of a motorcycle. And it comes back with this. Here's a friendly and convincing way to persuade your partner to hop on the back of your motorcycle. Quote, and I love this. Hang on a second before I say quote. I love this "hey baby" approach. It sounds like Austin Powers. Anyway, here we go. This is the return. Quote, "Hey baby, I know motorcycles aren't your usual thing, but riding together is honestly one of the most freeing and exciting experiences you can have. I'd love for you to share that with me, even just once. We'll go slow. I've got all the proper safety gear for you, and I promise you'll feel safe with me. If you don't like it, we won't do it again, but I think you might surprise yourself." Unquote. There we are. Adding a bit of humour or romance can help too, like. Plus, I think you'll look pretty badass in a helmet. Would you like help tailoring this based on the partner cares most about adventure safety? Whatever, that's something else. My goodness. Plus, I think you'd look pretty badass in a helmet. This is ChatGPT. Anyway, I thought I'd add this in, seeing as I lost all the audio. So enjoy the ride, and you can always move forward to the latter part of the video, where you can then see the conversation between myself and Tina on a summary of riding with the Aprilia Tuono 1100 factory V4. Absolutely beautiful machine, £18,000. Get in touch with the Potteries Motorcycles and Scooters Centre in Burslem, Staffordshire. Go and test ride it, and then try and persuade your partner into buying one. Enjoy the rest of the ride. Thank you.
Try to keep it vertical like that. Yeah? Have you got it? I'm going to let go.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. You okay? We're not going to be going crazy, just gentle riding. Watch out for the car that's coming up. let them go past. Look out for the car. Here we go, are you ready? Okay.
Right.
What?
Are you leaving your glasses on?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So here we are at the Potteries Motorcycle and Scooter Centre in Burslem, Staffordshire. There's a link in the description to the website, and we've been out for a quick ride on the Aprilia Tuono 1100 factory, and Tina has been acting as a pillion on the little seat. I told her not to bother sitting on the Stegosaurus fins, which replaced the seat. The seat actually comes with the bike, so you can take a pillion on the machine. Questions? How did you find the ride?
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah?
Wow, yes. I loved it. Yeah. Except when we're going downhill because I'm slipping on the seat. And when you brake hard, Well, I also sleep on the seat, so I keep adjusting myself.
That's because you've got nylon trousers on, isn't it?
I don't
so
know.
if you've got leather trousers on or jeans, then you'll not have that slide problem. But I'm wearing nylons as well because it's a bit chilly today. It is a bit chilly,
Yeah.
so we're wearing nylons and winter gear to overcome that cold. But yeah, when it comes to the handling, not a problem having a Pillion passenger. How tall are you?
5'3".
And how big is your inner leg?
Inner leg is about 27.
27 inches.
Yes.
So from the videography that we took on the Insta360 X4, that gives you an understanding of how acute the Pillion rider's leg is.
Yeah, it's
Balance.
comfortable.
It's comfortable.
Yeah.
So
it's comfortable.
you'd be okay doing half a day riding on this?
Oh no.
No.
not half a day. If I keep sleeping on it, not half a day.
Yeah, but if we're on the motorways and we were going somewhere, do you think you could
It's
sit
fine
on?
on the motorway because it's straight. It's flat and it's straight. Then I can sit up and look around
Yeah.
and
do you
relax myself.
And do you feel quite tall
Yeah,
up on the bike?
yes.
You feel quite
Yeah,
tall,
yeah.
balanced against me as the rider.
Yeah.
Do
yeah.
I look quite low down?
Not so much.
Not so much.
Not
Oh,
so
that's
much.
okay then.
Yeah.
And you're happy to hold on to me
Yeah.
as we accelerate out of the corners and things like that.
Yeah. But it's better if I have something to hold on to at the back.
Which there is not. But
To make me more comfortable and more confident
yeah.
at the back.
But
Yeah.
it's a bit. That back seat is a bit perched up.
Yes.
But
it's high up there.
It's
and you
high
can-
up, but it's okay.
Yes, it
You've
is.
enjoyed it?
Yes, I've enjoyed it so much.
Yeah?
Beautiful. Really nice.
Is it worth £18,000?
Maybe.
Can I have one?
No way. You can't afford it.
I can't afford it. No, you're right. But anyway, so we're bringing the video to an end. I hope you've enjoyed this video.
It's very
regarding
nice.
Very nice, yeah.
Yeah. I loved it.
You've loved it. You've enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yes.
Would you like to go? Would you like to be on the back of that in the Swiss Alps?
No. Not because it's going up and down, up and down.
Fantastic. Okay, well, we'll bring the video to an end. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully it allowed you to persuade your other half or whoever to go on the back of a Tuono, and we'll leave it at that. Ride safely, be kind to everyone, and eat healthily. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.